Greetings all, and welcome back to another episode of What's a reborG podcast. I'm reborG. I'm up here chilling, man. Enjoying this time. Oh, yeah, they gave me like a bunch of days off. I got like 5 days in a row at work, off in a row. And hey, what up, Prince? You and the girls? Let's go ahead and introduce this wine. I wish I knew what it was. This is sweet red though. I had it in the back of the fridge, and my fridge be cold as shit. So tags, that the labeling fell off like a mountain. Sure is tasty. Let's not forget a water tie. That righteous hydration. You gotta say it like he's sneezing. Righteous. Oh man, what's been up with y'all, man? Me chilling. Like I said, had like a little 5 day joint off. Um, the new kitchen manager trying to hold me. I can't even lie to you. So, I've already started the process and going somewhere already. I've already had I got interviews lined up on Monday for FedEx and UPS. UPS is actually it's for the seasonal one, the seasonal job, and like the permanent job. So hope I can, either way, I'll be cool. Either way. Because at this point in my life, I already know how to get it. I just got to go out there and put my hands on it. So ain't no big deal. Kitchen manager is lying. He's big capping, and I don't feel like dealing with it. And, I got the freedom. If you're gonna pull some bullshit like that, guess what? I already got shoes on, man. I can start walking, man. I can just go and go. No need to stress out over none of it. Cause we chilling. We big chilling. We doing good, man. Um, did this on Saturday because I ain't feel like doing it tomorrow. Yeah, I just wanted to sit on my happy black ass and get ready to watch these games with my pops tomorrow. Yeah. Last week episode with the top 5 comedies. I understand why people be saying like top 5s is stupid because it'd be so much that you want to put in there that you can't. Because I definitely would have, if we stretched it out to 10 or 15, I definitely would have had something like Euro Trip in there. Y'all ain't seen Euro Trip? Scotty doesn't know? Oh, yeah. The jump is male, motherfucker. And Road Trip, y'all all know about Road Trip where old boy took his French toast and put one slice in the front of his pants and the other slice in the back of his pants and was doing lunges like dipping real low with his French toast in his drawers, man. That shit was sick. The American Pie junk. Like I'm gonna say the first one. The second one was funny, but they're not as good as the first one. Man, when Jim, well, old girl made Jim nut twice, and everybody saw it because he had the camera on, and he sent it to the whole school directory. And when he went to school the next day, and that one dude he went by, he was like, "What happened to old girl too? She was cute. Wasn't her name like Shannon Elizabeth? What happened to her?" Hollywood will get you out of here, bro. Hollywood will make you disappear. You don't even be dead for real. You just be gone from the consciousness of people. Unless you do something so far out there that, we ain't got no other choice because unfortunately, there's some people we just gonna have to deal with in life. You don't have to watch what they doing or follow them on social media. You could just be chilling and somebody gonna bring them up. Kind of like this Dahmer shit that's going on right now. Like I told everybody, I'm good on him. I done seen enough documentaries. I watched the movie My Friend Dahmer, which talked about his high school experience. It led all the way up to the experience to his first murder. But you got to remember, I grew up around that time. I watched that bullshit. Like O.J. Simpson. I know for the rest of my life, I'm going to have to hear about O.J. Simpson. I ain't even got no choice in the matter. The juice will be bought up somewhere. It's just some of the shit you just gonna have to deal with, especially like in the 90s and stuff like that. Those people are still most, it's a good number of them still around or whatever. Because you laughing at some old shit. Oh, laughing at some old shit. Y'all stupid. Um, yeah, it's just a bunch of some of the people. Because I can guarantee you, this ain't nobody gonna be worried about Gorilla Glue Girl in about 5 years. Nah. Oh, yeah. I'm hope that's going on. Right? Some of the other shit, because there be wild shit happening all the time. So you don't even have time to process the shit. It just be wild shit just like that because of the social media and how strong and how wide the net of the internet is. So you're gonna have to hear some shit. It's gonna be here and gone in a long time. I know it's a couple people who wish they had fucked up in the internet age. So the next shit can brush it off and all that other shit. That's crazy, man. Some shit be old news like real quick. Some shit we had to hear about that we ain't give a fuck. Cause we had some bullshit stories in the 90s. For those of you who remember the Singapore Canaan, yeah, well, old boy who was vandalizing cars in Thailand. And the punishment is Thailand. You get your ass whooped with a Singapore with a cane. They he literally was trying to get American, like he was trying to get the president involved. Yo, man, you're gonna have to take this ass whooping, bro. You just they bent dude over a table and whooped his ass. But speaking of getting your ass whooped, let's go ahead and get into it now. Excuse me, the Draymond Green Jordan Poole incident. Let me tell you right now, some of y'all is out here tripping. That is not a sucker punch. A sucker punch is when somebody's not paying attention and don't think you're going to hit them, or danger is not present. When he walked up on him, danger is present. When somebody walk up on you, shit can happen. I don't know if it's an age thing or where I grew up type shit or anything like that, but we all know when somebody walk up on you, it's go time. Like you're gonna have to be prepared. Some shit getting ready to pop off. And then he pushed him and turned away. Like, no, 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 no. That shit won't over just because you did that, man. Like, I don't know the process, and Draymond wrong for that shit, because you definitely don't hit the teammate with a one-headed quitter. You have a scuffle, try to wrestle, throw a punch or two or whatever like that. But he hit him like he was trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he left his feet to punch him. So I don't know if he was progressively talking shit to him, or I don't know what was said or whatever. I'm not going to speak on it. Who just had a press conference? Draymond? I bet you his ass do apologize, because I can tell you this right now. You're going to fuck around and be gone, bro. They going to get you out of here, man. Draymond had a press conference. What, just to apologize? Shit, the damage is done. To be honest, man. You already hit the motherfucker. You already told them. You already know when he hit him, he let the team know. Yeah, I'm expendable. Oh, man. Because he's a key piece to the team. I mean, I got to give him that. But not so much that they want to keep you around if they snuffing individuals who they just paid. What up, Reese? But yeah, that joint was crazy. He snuffed the shit out of him too. Like we've definitely seen, I've seen that type of shit live. Like, yeah. I mean, he was already falling back. That punch just definitely didn't help. But you can't be. One, you don't need to swing like that. You could have just did a regular standstill swing like that or whatever. And then no. Like Savage said, man, he did that man with a Superman punch. Like, come on, man, you can't take this shit to the octagon like that. That part of the octagon. You can go down there and wrestle like Khabib and shit, but you ain't gonna be nah. We not gonna be doing that, man. Where we full scale lead. Since we got a basketball player in here, I hate to put you on the spot. No, I don't hate it. You know, I'm lying like shit. Reese, you ever been in fights at practice? Because you're a competitive dude, so you really do. I could see you not swinging like Draymond, but I could see you swinging on a teammate for real, for real. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. That's so tasty. But that's just crazy. Way to welcome back basketball. Shit. Way to welcome back basketball. And yep, in college and overseas. Because you're not a hot-headed individual outside of the court, but I know, how your mental makeup is when you on the court. Like you pure intense. Like he is like that Kobe Bryant shit, like that the mobbing mentality shit. Yeah, he had that shit a long time ago. That's probably why Kobe is one of his favorite players, because he got to see who he was in somebody else. He got suspended for snuffing somebody mid game. I'm so glad you got girls. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, Prince. Yeah, you are too. Yeah, Prince, you a hot-headed motherfucker too. No, he ain't supposed to be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Look, Prince got in a fight in soccer. Yo, man, did y'all see? Oh man, I can't remember the country that it was in. They had a soccer ride like last week, and it was like more than 100 people died. Like the police and the military had to get involved with the tear gas and shit. I wish I had looked it up. Just when he said soccer, that shit just woke that up in me, because I read it on the ticker. Forgot what show I was watching. But yeah, man, that jump was crazy, bro. Yeah, 125 dead. Yeah, that jump was wild. Cause hey, overseas when they come to that football, that football, they not playing. We already know. For those who don't know us, Jones, about the Andres Escobar story. Fucked around, scored an own goal in the World Cup for Colombia, and he was protected by Pablo Escobar for a while. But when Pablo went on the run, he couldn't protect him, and another cartel took his ass out. Yeah, it get real over there. It's man, yes, it's soccer riots all the time, bro. Yeah, but going back to the basketball, um, you know what? This is, and I'll probably dive deeper in this when I do this NBA preview at the end of the month, because we got to, got to discuss it. But for those who didn't see, Victor Wembanyama played against Scoot Henderson, the projected number 1 and 2 picks in the 2023 NBA draft. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Dude's a freak. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. And that's not to say whether he gonna be the greatest of all time or he gonna be trash and no shit like that. No, I'm saying right now, in my 39 years of life, I've never seen nothing like it. Like I've seen a mobile 7'4" dude, because Ralph Sampson, for those who don't know, he played in the 80s, fucked his knee up and really derailed a career that was on the rise. Because you figure him and Hakeem Olajuwon went to the finals in just their second year together, I want to say, or something like that. But yeah, we seen big dudes move fluidly through the court, but we ain't seen them shoot that fluidly. Nah, off the dribble type jumps, moving threes and shit like that, and to shoot that damn comfortably and shit like yeah, Weemy nice, man. But it's definitely gonna be funny to see the teams that's tanking. And Scoot Henderson nice too. Scoot can hoop, man. Yeah. He ain't show no fear or nothing. I mean, if you playing against somebody 7'4" and you only 6'2", 6'3", you're gonna get your shot blocked. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of the game. But he showed he wasn't scared. He went at him. The crazy part was in the second game, I don't know how you a foot taller than somebody and y'all still somehow bang knees. But that's how low Victor got with and accidentally bang knees with Scoot. Scoot, all right, smart idea to sit him down, and don't, further fuck shit up. Anybody been watching any of the games? They've been cool. I like how DeJounte is looking. He looked like he's bringing a different type of he's bringing a different type of moxie to the Hawks. trying to establish an identity and stuff like that. And because he had been in the probably one of the driest personality franchises in sports, he's been a Spur for so long, he ain't been really able to express himself. He getting ready to get loose. It looks like he's getting ready to get loose, at least in the personality department. He getting ready to get really ignorant. They playing in Abu Dhabi too. That's pretty cool. We all know how, basketball is a global thing. Have I seen it? It's just been regular shit. Just regular people out there hooping. Trey shooting logo threes and Luka not giving a damn who's in front of him, still sparking from the tray. And it's just, yeah, it's cool. It's got a nice little, enjoying the nice little jump that comes up with the ball, basketball, because season getting ready to start soon. And we getting ready to be entrenched because it's going to be the baseball playoffs, NFL, and the NBA going on. So it's going to be a lot. A lot of players coming back healthy, Going to be interesting. Sharp, yeah. I mean, he will always look the part, but I'm gonna wait till he get like some games in and he not playing against people who's trying to make the team. When he do a pick and roll in Toronto and he gets switched on to Scotty Barnes. That's what we gonna see. Because I'm gonna be I'm a little apprehensive when it comes to him because he was kind of duck and wreck. I ain't a big fan of people duck and wreck like that. Let me close this up. This shit getting on my nerves. Scherzer got flamed last night. Folded down the stretch. Damn, Scherzer got folded? Oh, yeah, the Padres fucked them up. Yeah, it was like 7-0 when I checked. Oof, they fucking up Scherzer. They ain't even got Tatis Jr. out there. That's crazy. Shout out to Aaron Judge for breaking the non-steroid record. Because this Tata not playing as much because this is a real guard-heavy team. You got Kevin Porter, Jalen Green, probably let Gordon take some of the dribbles. What's the name? Josh Christopher. Yeah, it's a lot. They probably going to test him out on the G League first to see what he could do from there. Really didn't think they needed to draft him because they have enough guards and, they already had enough there. And he asked about Tata because he know him. But, yeah, it probably wasn't the best fit. Like Chicago may need another guard since they went to Lonzo. Miami need another guard. Washington may need some shit. Charlotte will take anything. But oh man. Something weird happened today. So on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, y'all know I drop moms off at dialysis in the morning. So on Saturdays, I usually go to Wawa because it's on the way home. And on Saturdays, there's really not anybody in there. So, it ain't going to be no more than 5 minutes in there. So I go to the counter. Oh, you want to go to Washington? Yeah, that makes sense. So I go to the counter and got my little turkey sausage, egg, and cheese croissant and my hash brown, and waiting on them to make my little vanilla chai tea over there. And I had like some different earrings on. This the ones with the daggers in it. I had the dagger earrings. I got the lightning bolts on today because we're repping Ziggy Stardust. Shout out. Much love, David Bowie. But I went up there with my child and the girl in the most Ben Stein possible way she could. She said, I like your earrings. They cute. I said, ew. Like, when you said it in that tone, I don't even know if that's a compliment, to be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck you doing. Like, ew, like, what's wrong with this? I'd rather you had not said shit. I like your earrings. They cute. I said, thanks. And so I was going to pick up my drink, and the manager that was doing inventory just gave me the side eye and was laughing. Said this. Oh, so she like that all the time. Okay. It's just weird. It just didn't make any sense. Could you picture walking up to a girl and just with that dry ass voice? Oh, you are so cute. I could just eat you up right now. Or whatever motherfuckers be saying. I don't. I just be going over there talking. I really don't have no set game to be doing no shit like that. I usually try to go in quick, see what they got going on. If they got a drink, let's talk about the drink. Let's hear can get to a laugh so she can put them defenses down, and that's it. I really don't have too many bars. That was just weird as hell to see. But yeah, man, shout out, man. Basketball is coming back. I can't wait till the Midnight Madness happens in college basketball. That's something I always look forward to. Let you know it's right around the horizon and stuff like that. And I'm streaming on a Saturday because Miami is ass. And and college football ain't worth watching till 3:30. I'm gonna be honest with you. Unless your favorite team is contending and they playing at them 1 o'clock games or 12 o'clock games, Miami ain't doing shit. After we lost to Middle Tennessee State, he ain't even no need to take no. They'll never reach the big screen again. They're gonna get watched on the laptop if I feel like it. But they've been cheeks. So I said I might as well do it on Saturday. You know, might as well. Ooh. I'll probably talk about college football and an extension maybe in about maybe like the week before the basketball season begins, because I've been watching, you know, it's just a little something like to discuss, you know, another little add-on, because I know some of y'all watch college football and some of y'all look to me to let you know what's going on and shit if you're not following it, because, you know, people got shit to do. Homeboy in here, man, he got kids and shit. Like both of them dudes in here got kids like that. So you and kids, hey man, they're a handful. I know. I used to be one. Just walking around being silly and weird and answering a whole bunch of fucking questions. Because brother BK in the Discord said, man, you be knowing a lot of shit. I said, man, I asked a lot of questions growing up, and you know, fortunately, Pops was able to answer it. And you know, since we got the net now, everything can be answered. You know, because I'm one of them people who look up shit as he's looking at it, because I watched the Redeem Team documentary on Netflix about the 2008 Olympic team. Real good, man. Real good. Really enjoyed it. Probably could have had like another 30 to 45 minutes in it, because you know you can really get down if you want to get down. But it was cool. It was nice to see Carmelo with the guard down, because you got to remember. Yeah, that part was funny as shit. That part was funny as shit too, friends. When Melo said that shit, he said, "I don't mind work, but I ain't getting up at no fucking 4 a.m." Because you know Melo, you know that's West Baltimore all day, baby. That's he a hood dude. Y'all remember when he punched Marty Collins in that brawl, and Nate Robinson, and it was somebody else they was losing it trying to get out. Jared Jeffries was losing it. Like people was tearing his jersey to try to keep him from, you know, going after him, because motherfuckers in Indiana is built different, man. They built a little different, bro. But yeah, man, if you got a chance, just watch it. I don't even give a fuck if you don't watch sports. It's a real interesting watch, okay? That don't mean get into sports. That means just watch this good ass documentary. I don't know what it is. I don't know people who look up bugs and shit like that, but I've definitely watched documentaries on wasps and beetles, roaches, because I'm trying to figure out why is it these individuals who don't die? Like why are they living for thousands of years? And what the fuck is going on with them? So I will, like bees, I watched that. Strong ants, to see how ants are strong as shit. I saw a single ant pulling a lizard one time. Like everybody knows a lizard. I mean, a lizard compared to an ant. Yeah, he was just dragging homie. That jump was crazy. I see we getting ready to get flooded with these games. I can't remember when is coming out. That God of War getting ready to hit. That Gotham Knights getting ready to hit. That Call of Duty. People seem to be all right with Call of Duty this year. Probably see a lot more people. We'll see what happens when they drop it. Will people be playing it beyond the new year? Shit, will people be playing it during holiday season? I fucked with the beta, so I know I'll be playing it. You know, because I take breaks with Call of Duty and stuff like that. Like I didn't want to play Vanguard, so I didn't. So, but it's getting ready to be some shit getting ready to get dropped. Shout out to the gamers. I'm being honest with you. I want y'all to win. I want damn near all games to come out to be good like that, man. For real. Even if I ain't playing them, man, enjoy your hobbies, man. You can't you can't have a hobby and enjoy it the way you want to because shit is trash, man. They not putting out shit that they need to put out. I'm glad Overwatch fixed their issue because I felt bad for the homies out there waiting in the queue. Yeah, man, you feel bad, man. They'd be like, man, I'm 15,000 in the queue. You'd be like, God damn, 15. You gotta wait for 15,000 more people to play before you can even get consideration for the game. Oh man, we've been had, bro. Yeah, I don't like seeing the homies go through that, man. Open up them goddamn games. They started an e-gamer club at Bethel. Wow, that's what's up. Yeah, it's that popular now. It's kind of like to the point where you really have to be completely honest. Yeah, it's understandable. And you could turn your hobby into a hustle. Usually the bros, we talk shit, put a little five on man. But we so damn competitive, me and the homies. I know, especially with Reese, we ain't got to put no bread now. The satisfaction of the dub is enough. Because I know I played him. It wasn't 23, 2K22. Like, that's how competitive we are. See, I'm not like one of them people who will. I'm not. I'm not as competitive as Reese, but I am competitive because I'm still salty about that last win he got. I want to say in 2K21 where he dropped like 18 with Eric Bledsoe. I'm still salty about that. He shouldn't have scored that many points. And I was defending that son of a bitch too. Man, that shit was trash, bro. Yeah, man. The Milwaukee before they got rid of him for Drew. Great move. But yeah, man, he was chewing, man. I don't know. It might have been it was New Orleans. It was Zion rookie year. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Yep, I already knew what I was gonna have to deal with Zion because that motherfucker, man, that motherfucker is yo, yo, god damn, looking like the Black Incredible. Who did Bruce Banner in chocolate? Huh? Who got the answers? But man, I lie. Look, I'm so mad about that loss. I can't even remember who I used, but I know who he used because he beat me, man. Oh shit! But game up, man. Enjoy. Let's go ahead and get this week 4 that happened in the NFL out the way. Let's go ahead and do our thing. We already talked about it. People were worried about Cincinnati. Unfortunately, Tua had that fucking shit happen, man. Like I said, no need to keep going on that one. But Cincinnati is now 2-2. People were so worried. And I'm gonna keep saying this till it's about week 7 or 8. We just coming up on week 5, ladies and gentlemen. Week 5. All right. There's no need to panic for some teams. Some of you shit may be going. Some of you shit may be going downhill, but you know what I'm saying. Let's everybody just chill, just relax, enjoy shit, chill now, cause shit getting ready to get real in a little bit. The Vikings beat the Saints. I'm gonna hang this one up on Dennis Allen. I ain't got shit to do with that. I honestly don't even want to see you even typing the word Jimmy no more. I'm not listening to no fans who got good teams, man. I don't give a fuck. But the Vikings beat the Saints. I'm gonna put this on you, Dennis Allen. That defense did not do what it was supposed to do against freaking Kirk Cousins. I mean, Kirk, he throwing his inhibitions to the side right now early in the season. He said, man, just get that shit out of Jefferson and Thielen and Cook. I got weapons, man. I'm getting this shit out of here because overthinking this shit really hasn't helped. And the Saints, Andy Dalton, I ain't even gonna lie, it's kind of like the best the offense looked for real in the first 4 games, man. And this is a team that got a lot of weapons and can do a lot of shit, but y'all got the y'all gonna have to find a new offensive coordinator that can, really, get this offense to get to going like it's supposed to. The Falcons beat the Browns. Hold up. I get to that when I get to the Titans, Prince. What's the name? The Browns beat the Falcons. The Browns lose every game the same way. Second half come around, they get bored. They start throwing a goddamn football, and then they lose. I'm sorry. You got 3 good running backs. Use them. Get these wins. Your defense can only hold it up for so long. But you keep having these dumbass 3-and-outs. And you keep putting these wins on the back of Jacoby Brisket. All right. You're going to learn. And the Falcons, I got to give the Falcons props. They're void of a lot of talent compared to the rest of the league. But, hey, a win's a win, bro. That's one thing I will say about the NFL. Even with this other game, what was it, like 12-9, the Colts beat the Broncos, and I'll deep dive into the game later on that one. But I'm going to say this. A win is a win, bro. Sometimes, hey, you got to get them however they can. Hey, you can't be picky about these dubs in the NFL, man. The Cowboys beat the Commanders. Commanders looking bad. They not blocking. Wentz PTSD. It ain't going to work. I'm telling you this right now. Same thing with that defense. They can only do as much as they can. And shout out to Cooper Rush, the undrafted free agent for the Cowboys. Hey, man, the dub's a dub, bro. That's all I got to say. You may not start when Dak get healthy and he come back, but you're definitely setting yourself up to get another opportunity to work somewhere else because this is the NFL. And there's always a shitty quarterback starting somewhere. I'm not saying he's shitty, but I'm saying there are teams with shitty quarterbacks playing right now. The Saints, the Browns, the Falcons. The Seahawks beat the Lions in the shootout. The crazy thing is to watch the Lions put up buckets this year is funny because Dan Campbell's a defensive coach, and that's what they're weak at now. Like beforehand, like last year, they were strong on defense and the offense was struggling. Now, because Goff don't give a fuck, because Goff know this is his last shot. He already knows if they have a bad record, they getting ready to bring in another young QB in there to take his fucking spot. So you're at least trying to let that shit fly so he can get a look somewhere else because it's always a shitty quarterback starting somewhere. And the Seahawks, shout out to Geno and Pete Carroll. I mean, Pete fucked up, and, I still, it's trash what he did at the Super Bowl that year. But I can never say Pete is not a good coach. Now, I can say his ego gets him in a lot of bullshit because he thinks that he can do the shit. He thinks he's that type of coach. And this is one of the examples of some shit that's going down. Because I want to say they like 2-2 right now. And you got to do what you got to do, man, to get these dubs, man. Hey, they not a very talented team either, man. And shout out to Geno. Geno been wrote off a lot. But, shout out to for Pete having confidence in him, not holding him back because he threw for 300 last game. He threw for 300 last game and like 10 yards of completion. That's pretty good shit. He ain't throw no biscuits. And we would be void to not forget that they ran the ball more than they passed it. So that balance, it helps keep that hot ass offense off the side. That running that ball help keep that hot ass offense on that sideline, man. The Titans beat the Colts. I'm gonna tell you right now, Prince. If the Titans win, it's another week that Malik don't start. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think he's going to this year. Because they're just gonna go with Tannehill. I mean, until proven otherwise, because we only at the 5th game. They could fuck around and get hot, you know what I'm saying? And Traylon Burks is on IR. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Since they've been the Tennessee Titans, I can't recall them having no Pro Bowl wide receivers. And they've been pretty decent. The McNair years were good to them. Recently, with Tannehill being there, they've been an all right team, a playoff team. So they've never, and they just traded A.J. Brown like he was trash. There's something about the Titans and wide receivers, man. That shit don't mix, man. It just don't work. I don't know what it is, brother. But they're going to keep running the ball and playing defense and doing what they got to do. The Colts, I'm going to be honest with you. Frank Wright is a good coach because they still be able to muster out wins because I don't think let me check because I don't think Jonathan Taylor played this game either. Jonathan Taylor been hurt. Oh, he played that last game and he got hurt, and Tennessee was fucking him up too. 2 yards a carry. They tried. But I mean, that's how Tennessee, they gonna play to your weakness. If they know you can't run the ball, they're gonna try to force you to do so. If they know you can't throw that motherfucker like the Colts, yeah, they're gonna try. They gonna make you throw that ball. But the Colts, I mean, Frank, you gotta the Frank. I ain't even gonna put this all on Frank. Jim Irsay, the owner, stop being cheap. Okay, just stop. You already lost one potentially good ass quarterback in Andrew Luck, pulling that bullshit and not getting them no line together till it was too late. Stop playing. Go get you a quarterback, a young quarterback. Go get him some fucking weapons and let's fucking go. All right. Because I ain't got no problem with the team putting it in their defense because they got a good defense. I like to Gilmore signing Leonard when he's playing. He saw his top 5 linebacker as far as line because they done turned outside linebackers who be rushing the passer like Micah Parsons. They just pass rushers. I don't even. I mean, we already know. I don't. They're not the linebacker because they're not dropping back like Fred and all them. Edmonds and Milano from Buffalo and stuff like that. And, those two don't rush the passer. They play that classic linebacker shit. So Leonard is, one of them field generals out there doing this thing. Kenny Moore is a good slot corner. So they got some, it's some talent, but you gotta balance it out. Their offense gotta, put some points on the board because the Colts don't be scoring shit. The Giants beat the Bears. I'm telling you right now, the Giants have been the Giants been squeezing out these wins like it ain't shit, bro. I don't That schedule has been nice to them, and they're taking full advantage and poor Justin Fields. That's the theme for this year. Poor Justin Fields. Another franchise who don't give a fuck about adding no talent and shit like that. So, poor Justin Fields. I mean, Saquon healthy. When everybody know when he healthy, he can be a good running back and he can do his thing. So, Daniel Jones is still cheeks. All right, I'll be honest with you. Never believed from the beginning till now. He's exactly what I thought he was gonna be. But strong defense. Hey, like I just said, if you can pull out them wins, you gotta get them, especially when you're the Giants. Next, we got the Eagles and the Jags. The Jaguars, they look like a young team. That's what this game showed me. Because I had to work Sunday, so I ain't see it. So I had to go back and look at all these shits again, throughout the week, because so I can, have a gist about what the fuck is going on. But you can tell the Jaguars got out there early, probably start feeling themselves, and this, and then the Eagles showed, yeah, it's 2 halves to football. And it's going to be tough to try to keep Philly from moving the football because they got a lot of weapons. A lot of weapons. Goddard, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. He was mic'd up for the game, and he was mad as shit how cold it was out there. They got 3 good running backs. So, it's tough. So, but it's one of those things where they're young. The Jaguars are a young team. Doug Peterson already said he had to start over in coaching Trevor Lawrence because all the bullshit that he learned last year and all the bullshit that they went through as a franchise. So he pretty much got to pick the franchise up and like reshape them and stuff like that. Because teams teams that they should beat, they're gonna beat. And except the Washington game, they should have won that shit. But they beat the Chargers. That's one of them teams right now. This season, the Jaguars are one of them teams. If you sleep, they're gonna fuck you up. They're gonna catch you slipping, snuff you real quick, and you gonna be fucked up. But if if you can snap in, if you can get shit going, you can catch them because they're young and they have to learn how to win. The Eagles, hey man, y'all balling, man. And I'll be honest with you, you were already a playoff team last year. So adding A.J. Brown and getting another year out of Devontae Smith and, making sure and shoring up that offensive line and really relying on the run so it can be easier when you do pass the ball. And Jalen Hurts has definitely been working on his game because those ground balls he was throwing in week 1, he don't throw as many now. He hitting motherfuckers. And he running. And he's showing that he don't need the 300 game, 3 touchdown games to make it happen. As long as you're taking command as a quarterback and getting these wins, they could say some goofy shit, but it really wouldn't matter because the win's a win. The Jets beat the Steelers. This is the weirdest shit ever. So I see that the Jets beat the Steelers, and I'm like, oh, okay. Flacco had another good game. Who was out here sleeping on Flacco? Then I watched the game. Zach Wilson, who crossed himself up in the preseason and got hurt, was the starting quarterback. You know he didn't throw a touchdown, but he caught one. It was just a weird ass game, man. A weird ass game to watch. They finally, I'm telling you, Tomlin, do not let Trubisky start this next game. The boy is cheeks. Get him the fuck out of there. You might as well just die with your boots on and go ahead and put Kenny Pickett out there and see what the fuck you can get going because you're going to sail. And all you need is one losing season for Pittsburgh to start thinking about shit. You know you're a black coach, right? Oh, okay. He already said Pickett going to do his thing. Yeah, okay. Because I'll be honest with you, I'd rather have the young boy fucking up than somebody who's supposed to be a veteran out here doing the silly shit. All right, I'm expecting the young boy to do some silly shit. I can tell the team that, look, I'm starting this young boy. He young. He a rookie. He going to do some silly shit. I don't need y'all to be fucking with him, and I don't need y'all frying him and roasting him and saying all that. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to sit a quarterback, make sure the quarterback in front of him is at least adequate. At least you could have somebody like, for my old heads, a John Kitna. John Kitna not gonna lead you to the playoffs, but you're gonna be teetering around 500. You know, because you're gonna have some hot games, you're gonna have some cold games. But you can sit back and learn what to do and what not to do. That's the only ways I've seen it. That's one of the ways I've seen it work. So the quarterback in front of him ain't competent, and you knew that because this is his third team in 5 years. There's a shitty quarterback playing somewhere. The Steelers are selling. They're a very talented team. They just happen to be weak in one of the most important positions in the game. So now you ain't caught in that fucking conundrum. The Bills came back and beat the Ravens. The Ravens defense, man, y'all got to step it up, bro. Y'all got to step it up. Y'all selling Lamar out here, man. Y'all really are. Y'all really selling the homie like that. And I hope that they do something, because if I'm Lamar, man, I'm thinking about leaving, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. I'll go to Pittsburgh because I know that defense will shut shit down. I know that defense gonna do a lot more than what the fuck they been doing. Because beating up on McCorkle ain't shit. Beating up on Mac Jones, that ain't nothing to brag about, man. You supposed to beat up on dude. Dude he's just an average QB. When you got Josh and them coming back on you. And shout out to Buffalo for fixing them late game woes, because old boy, they had Ken Dorsey spazzing out. You got to fix that shit. But Buffalo, I told y'all, man, Buffalo on that bullshit, man. They not gonna be a tough out. I mean, they not gonna be an easy out. Excuse me. Like Grandma Clump said, hey, you walk over here, but you limp it back. I'll tell you this right now, Cleveland. I'm tell you now, nigga, I ain't no easy win. If you got to beat them, you're gonna fight. That's definitely, it's gonna be a brawl. The Chargers beat the Texans, as they should have. And they ain't no need to go no further in that. The Cardinals beat the Panthers, as they should have. The Panthers ain't got shit. I'll be honest with you. Outside of the defense, they ain't really got shit. And this is the type of game that Scampy needs. For those who don't know, I call Kyler Murray Shrimp Scampy, because he is a little dude. He is a little dude, and he be scamping and got them little feet moving and stuff like that. Shout out to Scampy, man. Y'all got to get what y'all can get. 26 points, huh? Cliff Kingsbury, huh? Offensive mastermind. Y'all keep telling us how good these coaches is with these playbooks and shit. Like, man, he played at Texas Tech and they ain't win shit. The Packers beat the Patriots. Shout out to Billy Zappi, man. Billy Zappi went out there, man, and he played with complete confidence. Zappi didn't give a shit. Look, this may be my last chance to start out here, man. I'm going out. We got whatever. I don't give a fuck what we got out there. I'm gonna throw that shit out there and see what's gonna happen. Whether that should be a touchdown or a long punt, I don't give a shit. But I ain't gonna be hesitant. Definitely ain't gonna be no check down guard. You know what the sad shit is? Like some like to see on first and second down, they be going all out, 15-yard pass, 20-yard pass, and shit like that. Then it'd be like 3rd and 12, and that's when they check down. What? The fuck is going on, man? It's like they don't know what they're doing. Like it's weird to see, bro. The Packers are an ugly winning football team, and they don't mind. I don't think A-Rod give a fuck, but he gonna have to know. You have to turn that offense up sooner or later, because when them playoffs come, you're gonna be going against some beasts. Excuse me, if y'all make it. All right. The Patriots, man, Bill just trying to do what he got to do to hold on. The Raiders beat the Broncos. The Broncos are in a calamity right now. I will give the props to the, for them. They got some young ass coaches out there that really don't have that much experience. They got some young ass coaches out there. Political. Here you go with that bullshit. I don't know. Y'all division kind of cheeks right now. So you might not be that far-fetched out that political. Yeah. But come on now. Let's be real. It's Tom Terrific over there, buddy. I don't know how much longer you think this slow-ass offense shit is going to go around, but it's Tom Terrific. You're going to fix this shit. Trust me. I don't bet against that man. I don't. But yeah, the Broncos are young. They don't know what the fuck they got going on. None of them dudes was Pro Bowlers before Russell got there. So it ain't like he walking into a talent-laden team. I mean, they are an all right team. But I mean, it ain't like he walking into Pittsburgh or some shit like that, which is where he probably should have went. I don't know. Pittsburgh might not be doing black quarterbacks after the Cordell experiment. I don't know, because Charlie Batch had a couple of starts too, but I don't know. But yeah, they're going to have to do something. Russell, you're going to have to lead the team. Not just vocally. You're going to have to start doing shit. You're going to have to be a little bit more vocal. You're going to have to start fussing at people. You're going to have to let them know, because you're making that bag. Look, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be all right, bro. I got that bag. They're going to keep me around. Either way, it works out this way. Either they cut me and they give me all that goddamn money, or they just going to let me sit here and wait it out. I think he might make me sit here and wait it out. But either way, I'm good. Y'all need to get yourself good. Don't y'all want the bag too? I know you do. Hey, what's the purpose of playing outside of winning other than that bag? You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get y'all shit together. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he got to, hey, sometimes you got to be an asshole, all right? Sometimes the nice guy shit don't work all the time. It fits different situations for different people. And the Raiders, thank God y'all finally scored 30 points. You finally actually ran the ball, because I knew they was going to do that bullshit. When I found out Josh Jacobs was in a contract year, I said they're not going to be giving him the ball so he can shine, and they'd be caught in the conundrum of having to pay him or just let him hit the free agency, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Run this goddamn football, man. We need these wins, all right? We need these dubs, all right? We got too much fucking talent out there to be playing like stir-fried shit. I don't even know who we playing next week. I spit a little. The Chiefs beat the shit out of the Buccaneers. I mean, they only won by 10. They won by 10, but they was fucking them up. The Buccaneers defense, it ain't what it used to be, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all might have to go get Pierre Paul. I don't even know if he's still there. Y'all might need to go get Ndamukong Suh or something like that. But I will give y'all a pass on that, because you playing Kermit and Andy Reid and Bieniemy, and they just lost last week, and they just had, they didn't look good offensively. So I knew they was coming out for the attack. They added a running back. Andy Reid is such a great evaluator on offensive talent, man. Pacheco is nice too, man. And that's because he's setting it up, because he know in the playoffs it's gonna get down and dirty when you got to play Buffalo or Baltimore, or when you playing them, when they play the Chargers and stuff like that later on in the season. Like, he gonna need some ugly wins. So you know what I'm saying. So they kind of looking, they look like sauce, and the Bucks, they got to do something. Y'all can't be that slow to start off. The defense got to maintain, and it's just, but it's Tom Terrific. I don't bet against that man. So, but the fucking cheat, man, fucking Kermit, man, god damn. If y'all don't go back to the Brody Crowell days when y'all was ass just like the Raiders. Oh man, because Kermit was just out there. Kermit was doing all types of shit. In the Monday night game was the 49ers and the Rams. Hey, Sean, you're going to have to do a little adjusting, bro. You're going to have to do a little adjusting. Number one, you don't have Von Miller no more. So Aaron going to be taking on a lot more double teams than he need to. Y'all going to really have to go get a pass rusher. I don't know what made y'all think Leonard Floyd was going to do that. That's an inconsistent motherfucker. All right, that's number one. And number two, you got to do something about that line, bro. I mean, I wish you can't go get Joe Thomas out of retirement. Joe Thomas done lost weight. He has trim 240 right now. So you can't do shit about that. So you got to shore up your line, man. You got to do something about that, man. Because for you to have this intricate offense, and I don't know what beef you got with Cam Akers, my nigga, but the disconnect is very visible to see. I don't know what the issue is between you two, but it's like, y'all, is he in a contract year or something like that? I'm telling you right now, when you got a defense as strong as San Francisco, you got to run the ball. All right, you got to keep them honest. Okay, you can't just be sitting back there throwing the ball this many goddamn times thinking this shit gonna work. That's number one. And number two, you can't be back there throwing the goddamn football that much if your line is ass, man. Come on now, you can't do it. It's not gonna work. This is San Francisco. This is the team. I'm gonna tell you right now. Ever since Mike Singletary became the head coach over there, that defense been good since about 2006. As soon as they added Patrick Willis, it changed the whole culture in San Francisco, and they've been a defensive juggernaut the whole trip. They got Palomalu. What is it? His cousin or his nephew? Well, of course, because he's comfortable with Stafford. Is only comfortable with Cup and a little bit with Higbee. They do have a second target. They don't know what they're doing with Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is not a slot receiver. He's not that go over the middle dude. He's the 15-yard and more type wide receiver where you throw jump balls and you make it happen. He's a big play, big wide receiver. He's not going to be the dude going over the middle like that. You need somebody like that, go get one of them little dudes and go ahead and get them to run up there. Allen Robinson is on the sideline, jump catching. It's like they sign people and they don't even know what they're good at. He was just a Pro Bowler maybe about 2-3 seasons ago. He just played for that, Chicago, who don't really be giving a fuck. And McVay, another one. Offensive mastermind, huh? I ain't seen Allen go up for no jump balls yet. And that's the crazy part, because this is San Francisco. I mean, they got a good defense, but the strong point is not the corners, all right? The strong point is definitely that everything in the box. The defensive line, Fred, the safeties, that's what the strong shit. I'm sorry. I got to throw a jump ball up against them corners. I don't give a fuck. I'd rather go down trying some shit than not to do it at all. And I'll be out here throwing the ball 50 times and just letting Bosa pin his ears back and try to destroy my quarterback. Hell no. You got to get it somewhere else, brother. This ain't it. Yeah, it's improved, but I'm going to tell you this right now, man. I mean, they good and they do their thing. But if they ain't got I ain't seen no Allen Robinson jump ball, so it ain't like they catching the real test. They being tested, but I need that. I need that Mike Williams, throw that shit up there and hope the homie catch it. That's what I'm looking for. Go out there and get that shit. Y'all keep trying to make him play like Cooper Kupp in the slide and going across the middle, 5-yard drags. That ain't him. You're not gonna make it. He's not. That's not his game. And trying to teach him that shit when he been in the league that long. Exactly. See, you can mask your corners if everything else is. Yeah, I mean, you can mask them pretty much. But like you said, they threw one early and then didn't try it again. You got to try the shit again. I can tell you this right now: the Chargers, they gonna give Mike Williams multiple times to catch a jump ball. The dudes who got it like that, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, you have to. You have to attack the team in some form of fashion to do that shit. You gotta run the ball, man. You have to. If the defense already know what you're doing, that shit like Tecmo Bowl. Man, it's a YouTube channel called Video Game Evolution, and it showed like all the major football releases all the way back from like Atari up until now. Oh, how far we've come. I'm gonna tell you right now, it won't functional football till Tecmo Super Bowl. Because if you've seen the original Tecmo Bowl, some of them players with them jerseys look like vomit. But it was cool. I watched I'm halfway through with the basketball one. I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna put that in the Telegram for the homies Reese and all them because we and Dose, because you got to remember, me and Dose been at it for 30 years. Me and Dose been at it for 30 years playing this jump. And I respected the video because he had Coach K in there, which is easily one of my top 5 basketball video games of all time. My favorite team to use up there with UMass, with Lou Rowe and Marcus Camby. It was yeah. That was my shit. Yeah, because I was watching the Football Evolution one, man, and it took me back, man. That was a real fun watch, man. It took me back to watch some of them jumps. Because there was a time, it was a bunch of fucking football games out there one time. You had Madden, which was the standard. Then you had 2K. Then you had Game Day. Xbox came out with Fever. And then you just had all types of other shit that was, excuse me, out at the jump, man. It was a fun time, man. And to be honest with you, outside of the OG Xbox jumps, because I didn't have the OG Xbox, everything else, yeah. And I would start a franchise with a different team in each one of them games, because not only did you have NCAA football, you had College Game Day, which was made by 989. I want to say that much. And 2K had this too. Remember, they had Drew Brees on the cover of that one. The 2K games is kind of, I don't think the early ones get as much credit as they're supposed to as far as revolutionizing the graphics of sports video games. Because if you watched, if you go back and watch 2K, the OG NFL 2K with Randy Moss on the cover, and then go back to other games that was out there like Madden 2000 and College Game Day and shit like that, you will notice a total difference. And then you definitely notice the difference in the play because all of the games played different. Yeah. Even though Game Day was, especially the first one, was one of my favorites, where hard hits started lightning bolts, and they had like a real good animation for like rain games. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm probably about to go as soon as I'm done with this pod. I'll probably play this shit on one of these emulators just so I can get a look at it to see if it looked okay. You know what, Madden, around the time that 2K5 came out, but they both really had the same gist. The only difference was Madden was a little faster because they knew like total mocap, like totally capturing the complete movement of people would kind of slow the game up. And that's how, because 2K was kind of a bit slower than Madden, but they was both doing the same shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was playing both of them, enjoyed the shit out of them. Definitely be on these emulators because I know that part of Madden is not coming back. Some of the good shit that was in NFL 2K, I know that's not being added for real. So you gotta take it for what it is now. I'm not gonna be one of them angry individuals. And Madden needs to do this, and they need to do that. I know they're not gonna do the shit. So I just, like old Spanish man, you got it, Papa. You got it, man. Hey, no problem, man. I'm just glad we have PCs and emulators and shit like that, so we can go back and do the shit. Would be nice. No, I've never played Mutt, and Mutt is kind of like the bane of existence to Madden. Once Mutt got released, and no offense to anybody, no offense to anybody who enjoy Mutt, but y'all gotta realize with that pay for play shit, that gives them more money, so they don't have to put shit in anything else. It's a video game thing. For those who know, you know. But, just the fact that the game took a while to get to playable. I can't say Madden is good, bad, great, average, or nothing. It's playable. I usually get what I want out of it. If I know if I have this certain type of player, I can do that. If I know, because it was in years past that shit won't functioning like that, where you got a good player going against a sorry player, and the sorry player is on par. No. They at least help fix that. Like if you got Fred Warner on your team, if you're using San Francisco, I don't even control Fred. I just let the CPU do. I let the CPU handle Fred. I take the safety in the back, a little Bosa, a little Armstead switching here and there, maybe grab the nickel. Fred, I let Fred be Fred because Fred is one of the most annoying people I've had to deal with in video game history. I'm telling you right now, experience it for yourself. Go ahead and play on Madden. Play Madden on all Madden sim and play against San Francisco. Fred gonna get on your goddamn nerves. I don't give a fuck who you got out there. But that just shows because I think he is probably the best middle linebacker in the game. And the fact that he was only ranked 30th, it was disrespectful. But, it's some of the stuff that NCAA, that was going to be crazy. When they put that mud out there, when they do that, I just hope, like I said, I told Princeton here, as long as the recruiting is functional, I'll be a fan. Because if you give me the engine that they got right now, I can do that shit. Now, it ain't going to be the same like in 14 because I'm sweating in 14. Yeah, I ain't even going to lie. I'm sweating in 14. Yeah. Now, I don't know how it is on the PC with that revamped one, but on 14 on that 360, yeah. Boy, a little sweaty. No, I'm big sweaty. Fuck that. I done played the whole franchise without losing. Not a season. No. I'm talking about the 50 years. Yeah, didn't take one now. You might be worse than us when it comes to sweating at the. No, not currently. Not at all. Not currently. Because I'm just looking. Only person I'm worried about beating now is the CPU. Because there's still issues. Like, I don't totally have down, like, I'm not like dominant in 2K like that when it comes to playing like wreck and shit like that. I do what I got to do. I play my solid defense. I get a bucket every now and again, but I ain't one of them sweats like that. Nah. Now, if you play me in a regular game, I hold my own. Like if you playing in a regular shit, regular game or whatever, yeah, I can hold my own. Madden, it all depends. I haven't played nobody online in Madden outside of the homies because the homies be playing Simball like I do. So it don't get it don't get ridiculous and shit like that. They're actually trying to move the ball down the field. They're just not grabbing Lamar height and running on the outside like that. Try it if you want to. I mean, for real. For those of you who don't know, try it if you want to. For real. What do you think? We don't know nothing about this. We played Michael Vick, bro. We was there. And I can tell you this right now. I ain't had no problems with Vick. So when they be saying he's one of the hardest video game players to play against, not to the kid. I don't know nothing about that life. Now, Bo Jackson on Tecmo Bowl. The Chiefs offense last year in Madden. That offense was so relentless last year because I had 2 seasons. I played Madden Kane with the homies, and I had my own franchise. I had to score 70 points one time because Patrick Mahomes would not stop. They just kept going. They just kept going. I could not take my time and drain the clock and do some old school and all that other that. I'm gonna tell you this right now, political. I'm gonna let you in on the game because you was a little young back then. All you had to do was bunch your defensive line in and then fan them out on the like move them in closer and then fan them out. Telling you, I ain't even need a spy for real. And I was still playing, and I was playing man-to-man defense. Like back in the PlayStation 2 days, that's all I played. I wouldn't play zone. I ain't start playing zone until about Xbox One. That's when I started playing zone. Cause I played cover 2 man the whole game. I used to play cover 2 man the whole game, humans and computers. I'm telling you, man, you already know. And I'm from VA, from Newport News, like Michael Vick. So of course it was gonna be bundles of individuals using this dude. I already knew what it was. Trust me. Branch them dudes in, send them out. It's only that much field when you get to the hash mark. If they're on the left hash mark, you already know. If there's more field on the right-hand side, you already know where they're getting ready to run. They're going to telegraph it for you. All you got to do is let that defensive end handle yours. You stay with the middle linebacker because I'm telling you right now, he ain't worried about throwing that runner. He ain't worried about throwing the board done. There's very few people that I played against that was actually being strategic with it. Damn, Savage trash. But like I'm saying, you take the short side defensive end, let the right do his thing so he don't hit your ass on no cutbacks, on no go arounds. I'm telling you, breeze. And you can either switch it up and use that middle linebacker to meet him on the outside. Because if you're fishing him in, that's gonna send him back to them D tackles and shit. Because it won't like Atlanta's line was all that. All right. There was a reason he was that fast. All right. So trust me. I'm gonna finish the basketball evolution one. And when I saw 2K7 and 2K8, that took me back. Because we used to war in that shit. That's when they first started having them signature jumpers. And my homeboy Marcel, man, he was one of them wreck demons even back then in 2K7. He was the dude that could use the Suns and shoot with the whole team. He hit him with Nash. He hit him with Barbosa. He can shoot the Sean Marion jumper. Marcel will hit your ass for 15 plus threes if you ain't paying attention. Marcel was crazy back then, bro. He was crazy. Like, he was like that. My homeboy Reese that was in the chat earlier, he would play with Kobe and T-Mac exactly how they played in real life, man. This shit used to be crazy, man. Like, yo, dude, man, what is going? Yo, man, be ass like everybody, like other people I play. My homeboy Dose, the excellence of execution. I don't give a fuck, man. You're going to have to work for them wins, bro. Like, very few times have we beat each other's asses in the game. Very few times. I'm not going to count that 2K12 where he played me the day it got released. Like, I picked it up there at that midnight sale at GameStop. Picked it up, and I knew he didn't know what was going on, and he was high. I hope he was better than he was before, because 2 of the worst video game moments my best friend has ever had was when he was slapped. And when the first time I was at the crib playing Fight Night, and he high, he just roaming the city. He just came and dropped by on the humble, just on the random. He said, "Oh man, what's the new Fight Night, man? Yo, man, you trying to play one?" And I'm like, "Yo, you are fried right now. I'm about to fuck you up." And I didn't because I don't want to be sitting here playing and toying around with somebody who I know is not going to be competitive in this. I beat his ass in that first round. I grabbed Roberto Duran. I said, man, I'm trying to make this one quick because I know he don't know what the fuck he going on. He don't play Fight Night like that. Or Knockout Kings for his old heads. He ain't played none of that shit. So he bought his ass in the ring. First of all, it was when Fight Night switched to using the analog sticks to punch. He didn't know nothing about that shit. I tried to explain it to him, and because he was high, yeah, I got you, bro. I'm about to fuck you up, man. And that nigga got washed, beat his ass the first round. And another time was, I want to say 2K12, because I knew he didn't know shit about this one yet. Because he one of them people who got to sit down and play the game and, use that smart ass brain that he got, to break it down for him. And I knew he didn't know he, man, I'm telling you right now, man, Michael Kidd Gilchrist had about 25 on him. I was doing soft alleys and everything, man. I was fucking him up. Because I already knew he didn't know what the fuck was going on. Man, that's one thing I'm definitely, I'm going to plan that shit when I get, when this situation changes next year. I'm going to definitely have a video game panel with the homies, because I gotta have my boy Reese in here. I gotta have Dose, gotta have Marcel, gotta have Joe, I gotta have the boy Rome, Slide, Poe, Tease, because Tease whooped my ass in 2K one time. I want to say it might have been 2K, might have been 10 or 11 or something like that, because he played on broadcast. And I don't play on broadcast. I ain't played on broadcast. Shit, I can't even remember. Now, since it was Lakers versus Bulls on the Genesis, that was the last time I played broadcast. So I don't even know the movements like that. And he fucked me up. I didn't know what was going, man. I can't see the floor, and I can't see all the way down like I usually can, like with 2K, man. But I won't go. Hey, I'm in your house. I gotta play by your rules, for real, for real. I just got to take my ass whooping. That's just what it is. But yeah, I had some great ones with the homies, man. Matter of fact, we might list that shit up next week. But right now, I done went an hour on the freestyle, man. Appreciate everybody for dropping by, like, comment, subscribe. Really appreciate y'all for being here. Next episode probably be on Sunday. Got a wedding to go to next week. Shout out to the homie. I ain't gonna put your business out there like that. But I'll ask you if you allow me to discuss some things on Sunday, because I love weddings. It ain't been a wedding that I ain't been to that ain't been fun. Kids don't know about house rules. Yeah, they don't know nothing about no house rules, man. Because now that's bullshit. They definitely need to put a skunk rule in these online games. Fuck that. Make that shit an option. I'm not beating you 42-0. I'll quit and give you the win once I go up 28-0 in football, or once I go up 25, then you ain't scored again. Man, fuck all that in 2K, man. Ain't no way in hell. House rules, nigga. But yeah, man, we gonna, talk about some shit. There's a lot of shit going on next week. So we got more always something to discuss. I'm gonna talk some more about these games too. Yeah, I want to get some more of that in there. But once again, man, thank y'all for coming out. And as I always say, be up 60 and my team get me. You be like, man, I'm done. I'm done playing this dude. I be wanting to play my team, but they've been so stingy with the cards this year. Last year, man, you could get some good ass players, because I don't be spending. I spend my little couple. I spend my money on my VC to get my player right, and that's it. But my team, no, I ain't spending no money on that. I get them free cards that y'all be giving out, because I be buying bundles and shit like that, because I want my VC started off early. But once again, everybody, and as I always say, be easy and be you, because that's all you can be, man. Much love, man. I'm out.